So this brings up an excellent point that you're making here, and this is something I kind of harp on quite often, actually. And that's whenever people pray, but have the ability to do something about it, and then do nothing about it. They just say, "Oh, I'm going to pray for you," and that's it. So, for example, here, if you see someone that's hungry, and you have the ability to buy them food, but then you refuse to buy them, and go, "I'll pray for you to find some food," and then you walk on out. That right there is not good. You see someone that needs clothing, you have the ability to buy them clothing, but you say, "I'm going to pray for you," and then you walk on by. These are not very good things, and God is not going to appreciate such attitudes. If you have the ability to do something about it. Prayer is then auxiliary to that, because sometimes you might be the answer to their prayers. God may have sent you to them to answer their prayers. So if you see someone's hungry, you may be sent by God to feed that person because you have the ability. Now, if you don't have the ability, that's an entirely different situation. But if you have the ability to help feed someone, to help clothe someone, anything like that, then you may be sent by God to answer their prayers. And if you just pray for them and don't answer their prayers, God's not going to look very favorably upon that. So I agree with you there. Don't pray or don't say you're going to pray for them and then do nothing to help them. Action speaks a lot louder than words. And that's all prayer is. Prayer is words. If you have actions, take action. Don't sit there and just pray for them. Now, as far as the part where you're saying prayer is pretending to help, I'm going to have to completely disagree with that, because prayer actually does do things. Same way with telling someone, "Hey, you did a great job on that." Telling someone they did a great job can help to ensure they do a great job the next time. Whereas if you sit there and say, "Oh, you did absolutely horrible," that could sit there and ensure they do absolutely horrible the next time. Your words carry weight. Your words have power. Prayer carries weight. Prayer has power. Remember, prayer is words. So I have to disagree with you on that part. Prayer does do something. And I can help someone, I can feed the poor, and pray for them at the same time. But if I pray for them, but don't help them when I have the ability to, then I'm doing something wrong. That right there is actually sinful, to pray for them but not do something if I have the ability. But if I don't have the ability and I pray for them, then that prayer is a good thing. At least I'm doing something positive, even if I don't have the ability. Like, for example, if someone is suffering from cancer, I'm not a cancer doctor. I can't do anything to heal their cancer, but I can pray for them. That's a positive thing. But back to the case of someone being hungry. If I have extra pesos or dollars on me and I can feed someone that's hungry, then I should feed them. But praying for them at the same time is still a good thing. But if I pray for them but don't help them when I have the means to, then I'm doing something sinful. So I hope that clarifies something on your part about prayer. It actually does have a use and a function. But also at the same time, I do agree with you. If you pray without doing anything, then you've just done something absolutely completely useless, especially if they're being sent to answer that person's prayer.